EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Jackson. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Bond. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 46.
Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Eagles first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Eagles.
That's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Jahan Dotson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
13. 180. Hey, middle. You change it. Sit up.
Now it's Jackson. A catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And it'll be a minimum as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
You at X, you at X.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
2nd and 10. On the option left, it's Hurts. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Draymond Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
It's a gain of 55.
On one,
And
ready?
the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 19.
Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the Eagles' 12-yard line.
Sit hot! 180! Sit hot!
Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
4th down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside.
I just want to rock the body of the y'all.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Ha! 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No ties, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
Well, first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Over the middle, he finds Velo. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now we're at the 41, second and 9. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you all know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw is Shuck. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw now, Shuck. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
At the 20-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
At the Niners' 3-yard line.
Kamara going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. Off the fake, now Shark's going to throw. To the right side, he's got Vele. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they were ringing it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Purdy. And it is caught. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Purdy off the play fake. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's another 49er.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, San Francisco.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Next to score, Niners 7, Saints 3. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the ball up.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action here with Shuck. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30.
By the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They go play action here. Purdy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football, which shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to try to control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 5. Purdy bootlegging it. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's a gain of 20. First down, 49ers.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Play action. Now Purdy. Touchdown! Jawan Jennings. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Jackson, 76 yards. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point.
They'll turn to Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Keeps the score, Niners 14, Saints 9.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in terms of defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big third down play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards.
And a 49er first down.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And bulldozing his way through. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Again, it's Purdy to throw him. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Ricky Pearsall. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Saints 9. Pinheiro set to
now
kick
after
off.
the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Working out of the gun here, Shuck. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Shuck. He lets it go deep for Olave. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing, Shuck. He'll try and do this himself. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
And the Saints.
I've met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brings up
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the 49ers are going to take over at